The human race is just a mote of dust on a moderate-sized planet, orbiting around a very average star in the outer suburb of one among 100 billion galaxies. We are so insignificant, but we can understand the universe. That makes us something very special. Yes, indeed, one among hundreds of billions of galaxies. Despite our insignificance, God has marked everything on this cosmos with a sign or signature for their appliance by human beings, the concept of which is known as the Doctrine of Signatures. Resemblance to diverse body parts can be exploited by the herbalist to treat disorders of those parts of the body. There must, of course, be some mark that will make us all of these things. The healing and nourishing properties of any fruit or vegetables is reflected in and ultimately revealed by the fruit or vegetable's outer physical shape, form, or signature in relation to the human body. Every food has a pattern that appears like a body organ or a physiological function which may act as a signal or a sign of the benefit of the food to the eater. The awesome insight of civilizations in the past has now been corroborated by today's exploration of nutritional science. Earth is extremely unique, and even more unique if you look at it closer and closer. Earth is the only planet that we know of that is able to support complex life, a variety of complexity, choices, and experiences. Let's look at God's gift to us, the concept of which is known as Doctrine of Signatures. The section of a carrot seems like the human eye, and this massively improves blood flow to the eye and assists in the general function of the eye. Carrots have a chemical called beta-carotene, which reduces the risk of developing cataracts and reduces the risk of eyesight problem over the age of 65. Then we come to the walnut. A walnut resembles the human brain, having left and right hemisphere. This has notably high concentration of chemicals such as omega-3 fatty acids and assists in growth of over 3 dozen neurotransmitters for functioning of a brain. Grapes look like our lungs, made of branches of ever smaller airways. A diet rich in grapes has been shown to reduce the risk of lung cancer. Grape seeds also contain a chemical that appears to diminish severity of asthma triggered by allergy. Kidney beans. Kidney beans cure and help sustain kidney functions and appear just to look like human kidneys. Kidney beans have very many nutritional traits that endorse kidney health. Kidney beans are full of soluble and insoluble fibers and low in fat. Kidney beans also supplies magnesium and potassium to human body, the deficiency of which can enhance the danger of developing kidney stones. Mushrooms. Mushroom slice resembles a human ear and improves hearing, as these are one of the few foods that have vitamin D, thus makes bones strong. Broccoli. Broccoli head has tiny green tips which look like hundreds of cancer cells. A team of researchers at US National Cancer Institute found if a weekly serving of broccoli was done, it was enough to reduce the risk of prostate cancer by 45%. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes appear like pancreas and stabilizes the glycemic index of diabetics. Peanuts. Peanuts have a profound effect on the testicles and the sexual libido. In the Middle Ages, peanuts were banned as food for males by the church. Arginine, which is the main component of today's Viagra, comes from the peanuts. Grapefruits. Grapefruits, oranges, and other citrus fruits look like the mammary glands of female. They help in movement of lymph in and out of the breast and they maintain the breast's health. Ginger. Ginger often is identical to the stomach, and one of its biggest benefits is assistance in digestion. The Chinese have been using it for over 2,000 years to calm the stomach and cure nausea, and is also a popular therapy for motion sickness. Tomato. Tomato has 4 chambers like the heart, and it is red in color. Tomatoes contain lycopene, which is a heart and blood food. Onions. Onions give the impressions of body cells and are known to clear waste materials from all body cells. The tears produced by onions wash a certain part of the eyes layer called epithelial. Avocados, eggplants, and pears target the health and functions of the womb and cervix of the females. Resemble these organs, and avocados facilitate women balance hormones, shed unwanted birth weight, and prevent cervical cancer. It takes exactly 9 months to mature avocado from blossom to ripened fruits, like a woman has infant in her womb. There are 14,000 photolytic chemicals constituents of nutrition in each one of these foods, out of which only 141 are named and studied so far. You can imagine the balance. There is so much we have to learn. Banana, when digested, gets converted into a neurotransmitter called serotonin, which is a mood-regulating chemical in the brain. Banana can also be termed as an antidepressant drug, since it adjusts the level of serotonin production in the brain and is similar to a smile when you look at it. The list on Doctrine of Signature item is unlimited. Explore and enjoy the journey of life, because all life is one life.